Thank you for joining me with another video. Today is a watch me work video as far as me doing nails. So in this first clip, I am pushing back cuticles. That is the most important thing to a good foundation for applying your nails. You must always push your cuticles back, even when you're getting a full set or even a fill-in. Then it's really best to clip your real nails off. Some people like to keep their nails, but I would prefer if you don't have really long nails, if your nails are kind of short like these, you want to just kind of go ahead and cut them off anyway so that, you know, they're not growing out really bad on the inside. So this drill is basically used for the cuticle. It kind of like drills off, and it doesn't hurt. I mean, it looks like it could hurt, but it doesn't. It's very light to the touch, but it does kind of drill off the cuticle areas to make it really nice and clean, so that when you do apply your acrylic down, it won't be, you know, lifting or anything like that. And that's the best thing. That's the most important thing that you want to do for your nails. You don't want them to lift. So the cuticle area is crucial. You just have to make sure that you push those babies back and you just drill them off. So in this clip, I am applying Stiletto clear nails. And these came in a bag. I got these from Amazon. I'll actually place it below if I can find it. But I'm just placing them on her fingers, sizing her up. Everybody's fingers are different. Her fingers are really, you know, skinny for these nails. And so, you know, just sizing her up, making sure that she's good. So she basically kept the full length of the nails. The only thing is she didn't want them to be all stiletto. Her pointer finger is the only one that's basically stiletto, but all the rest of them will be considered ballerina. So here I am drilling with a drill bit because it's easier for me to do it this way versus than filing it. I used to file them to kind of have the fake nail to blend in with the real nail, but I no longer file them. I feel like doing it this way makes it more easier to smooth out the fake nail, you know, to make it thin enough to look real before applying your acrylic. So that's what I'm doing in this part here. Just filing it up, shaping it up also with the drill bit. So here is the primer, which is one of the other most important steps. You want to make sure that you have primer before you apply acrylic. This is more like an adhesive that makes the acrylic kind of stick to your nail better. So the first color that I am applying is more, it's from Mia Secrets, and it's like a white silver glitter. It's more white, but in the camera it looks more silver, but it is a white silver glitter acrylic. And I'm just placing that at the top cuticle half of the nail, and I'm going to do that to all 10 of her nails first, because that's the first color that I want to use. So you'll see that there, that I'm just applying the first portion of the acrylic on here. And these two colors together, I didn't think would blend really good. She showed me a picture of what she wanted, so I was like, okay, I think I have the best, you know, acrylics to use for the picture that she had. But it wasn't exactly like the picture, but in my opinion, I think it looked way better than the picture actually. but that's just my opinion. So again, this is just the first half of it. And here I'm applying the second half of the nail with a gold glitter acrylic. And as you can see, I'm wiping the sides. You want to make sure you put on a really, really thin layer. You don't want it to be too thick because you're going to put clear over these nails. You're going to encapsulate them. So you see how I'm wiping the sides down, making sure that I keep the shape because that will help me to not have to go back and drill or file the shape back to how it was, because I definitely want to keep the shape and I don't want to have to do too much drilling. So right now I'm getting ready to apply the clear, and again they call this encapsulating, because once you go into drill, you don't want to drill off the glitter. So if you put the clear on top of the glitter, then you'll just be filing the clear and smoothing out the clear, and you won't touch the glitter at all. So here's where you want to build your nail. You want to build your apex. You want to use as many beads as possible in order to make the nail not too thick and not too thin, but you want to make it just right for your client, because you have some clients that they do like thick nails, and you have some clients that don't like them so thick. But nobody likes a thin nail because those are always easy to break. So you definitely want to apply your clear over the nail and continue to wipe the sides like you see me doing here, because again, you don't want to mess up the shape so that you don't have too much to drill. And you definitely want to make sure you clean around those cuticle areas, because if there is flooding, meaning if there is acrylic that dries over the cuticle, then that will make the nail to lift. And if your nail lifts, then it'll easily pop off. And so you want to make sure when you're applying by the cuticle that you get as close to the cuticle as possible, but you don't want to go over the cuticle. So you want to definitely wipe around the cuticle in the beginning to make sure that you got everything up from the cuticle, that there's no acrylic around the cuticle. Because as you all know, acrylic dries really, really fast. So you have to pretty much work really, really fast when you're around that cuticle. And again, continue to wipe the sides, making sure that you're keeping your shape. So in this part, I'm not going to do too much filing with my filer. I think this is 100 grit filer. I like this one, the 100 because it's really, really, to me, it's sharp. And in order for me to achieve a really good shape or keep the shape as it was, get a sharp shape, this one works well for me. So you don't have to do too much filing here. You just kind of just want to do a little bit of, a little bit of filing just to kind of get your shape back and get your, your tips really, really squared or ballerina look as she wants them. And again, that pointer finger was stiletto. She wanted one stiletto nail. And for me, it's easier to work with longer nails. I mean, I can do short nails, but I prefer to do longer nails because to me, it's just easier to work with. And I'm just shaping here, making sure everything is, you know, square the way that it's supposed to be. So here I'm using a fine bit drill, and this is basically just to go around her cuticle area to make sure that, you know, once it's dry, it's pretty much filing away any excess acrylic that has dried around the cuticle area, because again, we don't want any flooding around that cuticle area, so there's no lifting at all. And then this drill is also used to smooth out the nail. If you see that there's any bumps and lumps in your nails, you can use this drill bit to smooth it out. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to smooth out all of her nails. So I am done with that part, just putting oil on her nails, having her to wash her hands and come back. So what I'm putting on here now is it's like a creamy glue. It's glue. I didn't show it, but I should have. But it's like a gel glue, and I'm placing the gel glue all over her nail, and then I'm placing the stars on her nails as well. She wanted pink stars. These are actually like a gender reveal nail set, and this is what she wanted with the pink stars. So again, I'm just putting on the glue and then putting putting the stars on there. And then I'm going to cure the hand for about 60 seconds. And then once it's finished curing, then I'm going to apply my top coat, my gel top coat. And so again, here is the other hand where I am adding on the stars. And I thought this set was really, really fun. Really, really cute to do. I really enjoyed it. I would like to definitely do more, you know, creative type of looks like this versus just the basics. So that is okay. So here I'm putting the top coat on, and then of course I'm going to cure that for another 60 seconds just to make sure that her stars don't fall off. So I'm going to put her back under the UV light for about 60 seconds. And you want to wipe the edges as well, because if there's some dripping, it'll like freeze up and it'll be, you know, clumpy. So you want to kind of like get it off.
I'm back.
So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.